في مدينة سينترا بالتحديد، وهي من أجمل مدن البرتغال خصوصا لمحبي التصوير زي أنا طبعا، وخصوصا لوجود كمية كبيرة من التراث العالمي بس في المدينة دي، وطبيعتها الخلابة لأنها بتجذب السياح العالم إنهم يجوا يصوروا المناظر الجميلة.
Welcome to Portugal, people! أهلا بكم في مملكة البرتغال. الملك ميكو يكمل جولته في البرتغال في مدينة سينترا بالتحديد، والنهاردة معايا اوغستو جاي يوريني سينترا ومهمة للبرتغاليين نفسهم. البرتغاليين في الصيف بيجوا هنا وهم بنوا سينترا اصلا عشان قالوا ان سينترا بعيدة شوية، تحس كده ايه براحة كده نفسية، فحتى البرتغاليين نفسهم بيعتبروا المكان ده بالنسبة لهم مكان مقدس.
Well, we are at the Queen's throne.
So the Queen used to sit here, the throne, back in the days.
Exactly.
Wow.
We're talking about 150 years ago. We used to have the Queen, lady in waiting, and some of our monarchs enjoying the gorgeous views over their summer palace. We know that this palace is one of their favorite palace they ever built. The garden and the palace, they are elements that they are intimately connected. One thing without the other, it just simply doesn't exist. It doesn't make any sense. So we know that they love the gardens and they really want to be impressed in the gardens. So that's why they create the thrones, the temples, the statues we can find along the gardens.
When I was working with you, you told me it could take actually 10 hours or more to just go through the garden. How big it is?
Exactly. We're talking about 60 hectares of property. So it takes us a full day if you want to see all the main highlights we have in the park, for sure.
How the Queen go from here to there?
She was carried usually. She never walked.
Okay.
Or in very rare situations she used to
Nobody's
walk.
coming to carry me?
No. Yes, we better go. We are at Bína Palace Park, and we are ready for a walk.
My goodness! And tell me, is that man-made?
Exactly.
Forest?
All the garden we can see here behind us, surrounding us. This is a man-made garden. Despite looking spontaneous, it's exactly a romantic garden intention. They will create this twisty, regular paths. They will create somehow a confusing garden, because that way you will feel lost. And when you are lost, you naturally increase your senses, so you will feel more the natural elements. That's exactly what we pretend, what we want with the romantic garden.
We're in the right place.
Exactly,
Fantastic.
with the right person.
Let's climb. You are the right person. Let's climb, man.
So right here we can find the Chinese Magnolias, and this is the flowering
That's
season.
the Chinese.
Exactly. We have pink and white, beautiful Magnolias, and we are approaching springtime. This is a perfect time of the year to visit Sintra. It gets so colorful, the weather it's improving, the temperature it's really pleasant at the moment. This is a real Sintra experience.
And this is the pink one.
Yes.
White magnolia, pink magnolia. Let me get the pink.
They are just beautiful flowers.
Amazing. And even in the photos, they look fantastic. You can see the palace from here.
Yes, we can. And mostly of the travelers, they go straight up, but we will do it different.
We are the special ones.
And we are going through the garden
Portuguese friend
to see some of the secrets.
Yeah.
في رموز كتيرة سابوها الناس اللي بنوها، وأكيد ما دام في رموز أكيد الرموز بترمز إلى شيء، والنهاردة أنا راح أكتشف الرموز دي بترمز إلى إيه وبتحكي أنه حكاية.
Who's that?
It's a good point. It's something that really catches the eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's exactly what they want with a romantic garden. They will create this beautiful, exotic park, and they will add elements that they will surprise you. They will amaze you once you are walking through the garden. Exactly. They will catch your eye, and the Columns Temple, the giant, is a representation of a medieval warrior. He's actually looking at Pina Palace, protecting it every single day. Now you're feeling like a real king.
I feel like a real king now, coming to his castle. So tell me about this castle. Why is here?
Well, this was built by King Ferdinand II in the 1800s. Actually, it took 12 years to be built, and it was built as a summer house. That's the simple reason. It's actually quite extraordinary having this big size palace and used only as a summer house. We're talking about three very distinct styles. King Ferdinand, he wants to create something unique, and he actually did. He rebuilt the old monastery we had before, increasing two more parts. We have Neo-Gothic, Neo-Manueline, and Neo-Arabic styles combined in one single palace.
All together.
Exactly.
My goodness, so he brought all the culture in one place.
Yeah, it's very much the characteristics of Romanticism period. In Sintra we can find the ex-libris of Romanticism period. It's also classified by UNESCO as World Heritage of Humanity, and it's also inside the natural park of Sintra Cascais. So it's highly protected by law.
My goodness.
A national treasure, absolutely.
Wow! Do you see all of this? I see all of these heads and all of these flowers right there and behind. But tell me about the gate, man. Why it looks like this?
This is the Arabic portal. It's connecting the garden into the palace. But it's much more than that. On top of this horseshoe arch, we have a hand telling us that we have to stop.
Okay.
Under or beneath the hand, we have three camellias representing the open-minded. So we need to have, or at least we should have, this open-minded to deserve the entrance. If we have it, we'll receive the keys for the entrance.
So let's have the key?
Of course,
Let's get the key. Where is the key? Oh, we can't have the key.
Right here we can find the main entrance. The crown on top, it's signaling a royal palace. We actually find a big variety of elements. We can find the crocodiles, lions, snakes. They're very much the gargoyles of Pina Palace, the protectors of Pina
I could
Palace.
see the crocodile down there, and I've seen a lot like tigers and different animals, and the soldier as well.
Oh, we were right there. Can you see the Queen's throne? The big set of boulders right there?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's my throne.
It's your throne. On top, High Cross, highest peak in Sintra, 529 meters.
We made such a trip.
Beautiful, gorgeous, panoramic views. And wait to see the wall walk.
Okay. Was here? Where?
Yes, 360 degrees panoramic view.
Okay, let's do it.
Actually, the word Pena Palace means big rock, because the palace was attached on the top of the rocks. can see Lisbon from here. We drove all the way through the greater Lisbon, all the way up here. You can see all the big residential area where we have the 3 million people, 3 million Portuguese people.
Wow. So I can see even the bridge from here, to be honest. The bridge is too small, it's too tiny. I don't know if the camera can get it or not, but I can see it from here. This is amazing.
Yes, we can see the 25th of April bridge, the suspension bridge.
So do you think the king was looking from that palace over Lisbon as well?
Yes, and we also know that one of his favorite view is the views over the Moorish castle. Actually, his window is that one right there, the one facing
the Moorish castle.
That's correct.
The Moorish, I think it's goes back to the Muslims when they were here.
Exactly.
And that's why they call it, you guys Portuguese call the Muslim at this time Moorish, yeah?
That's correct. The Moorish castle was built 1,000 years ago by the Moorish people. They all occupied this area between the 7th and 11th century, so they left some influence behind, and that's a very good example, actually.
So I need to take a picture. Yeah, it's so lovely. So what is the Moorish castle used for?
Protection. Comparing the two different constructions, we have the castle. It was built with a defense purpose, 100%. Pina Palace, in another hand, was built as a place for fun.
Oh wow, so we're in a fun place.
Yes, absolutely.
Historical fun place. From here, now on, no stopping. Let's go to the palace. Too good, too beautiful. The history here is amazing, and the mosaic again. So
beautiful collection.
It was a luxury hotel.
Of stained glass, right there. We really put the pieces together. We have the Virgin Mary signaling the Christian country that Portugal is. We have St. George signaling the Christian reconquest. We have King Manuel I, lower the bottom side, left side.
Left.
Actually, he's holding the monastery in his hands, remember?
Yeah.
The monastery was built prior to Pina Palace, and that's King Manuel I that orders the construction of the monastery. As a result of Vasco da Gama arriving in the harbor for the first time coming from India, he was so surprised that he thought that, oh, this is a sign, I have to do something here, and he did. We had the monastery, and we are inside the original chapel from the original monastery that survived the earthquake.
I can't believe.
Do you know why the beds, they're so short?
Why?
Because they used to sleep sitting up. They don't sleep totally lying down, because who does that are the deaf people.
Oh.
This is the Arabic room, and we have here a painting technique that creates this visual illusion. It's a French painting technique, drope d'oil. Creates this 3D.
That like, oh, I can see faces.
Three-dimensional.
Why the king would have like an Arabic room?
Because Romanticism period is the revivalism of many different styles. So we can find Neo-Arabic, Neo-Gothic, Neo-Manueline. So they will recreate styles we had in the past. This is a beautiful room.
Wow.
This ceiling, yes, this ceiling is very beautiful and has this vegetalis, this floral decoration. Is in the ceiling, is in the chandelier, is in the walls, and actually if we look through the window, we will see nature again, and here we get this perfect harmony combination.
احلى مكان تاخد منه صور، تطلع هنا على العالي وتاخد الكسر كده كلها بمنظرها. And where are we now?
Now we are at Quinta da Regaleira.
Quinta da Regaleira.
Well pronounced, by the way.
Portuguese, man. Thank you. And what is Quinta da Regaleira?
Quinta da Regaleira is also an excellent example of Romanticism period. Eccentricity, it's a very good word to describe this property because more than the garden, the gorgeous views, we have something really special.
Okay.
We are talking about the initiation well and we are about to take it.
أهلا بكم في البير اللي عمر ما كان بير، بمعنى أصح بير عمر ما كان فيه مية، والسبب في بنائه هي طقوس احتفالية وهي ترمز إلى رحلة في عقلك الباطن. أما بتنزل 27 متر في الظلام بتفقد الأمل، ولكن عندما تجد الكهوف بترمز إلى أن مهما كان الظلام ستجد مخرجا.
Wow. كده well finished. Now we go to the cave. Come on.
وتجد الكهوف والتي ترمز إلى أن مهما كان الظلام ستجد مخرجا، والثقة فأن هذه الحجارة ستقودك إلى الجهة الأخرى.
We took the initiation well and all of a sudden we are in Thailand. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh
Everything's
yeah.
gonna be alright. Man, one of the best experience of all my entire life put together, and the life after. You should try. To be honest, I was here. You should try 100%. Don't waste your life.
We did it.
That was amazing. I loved every minute. أنا يعني كان نفسي أنتوا تجربوا، بس أنا ما كنتش مصدق إن أول ما شفت دي. When I saw the well online, I never knew there is a cave, a getaway cave, and the concept, it just had me like, you know, I had goosebumps thinking about the concept and subconscious going, and after every end, and the stepping stone. What you told me about the stepping stone is amazing. Like even after, when you go down, there is always an exit. Look for it. Don't you think?
Yes.
And that's why I love. Man, I love being Portuguese, you know?
Very good.
I think I'm gonna be, for the rest of the week, very Portuguese.
I think so too.
About the tower, why is it so famous?
Well, it was built at the same time as Jeronimos Monastery, and it has the Manueline style. We call it Manueline because this started during the reign of King Manuel.
So, this tower, why is it so famous? Why is it so important? Because everybody says, go to the Belém Tower, go to the Belém Tower. Why is it so important?
Well, Belém Tower, it's definitely a monument with a lot of symbolism, especially due to the Manueline style. We can find elements intimately related with our history in the architecture. But more than that, it was the control tower to protect the city of Lisbon during centuries, actually, up against the pirates' attacks mainly. Okay. It's hard to believe, but we can imagine pirates entering in this estuary area and trying to invade Lisbon. So, in terms of defense, it was extremely important that way, 500 years ago. That
site, the Tower of Belém, is World Heritage, and the Bína Palace as well as a World Heritage.
That's correct.
So today I've seen 2 World Heritage in the same time.
Exactly.
In the same day. So now in Lisbon, your hometown, how many do you have in Lisbon and how many do you have in Portugal in general?
Not far away from here, we have Jeronimos Monastery. It was also classified World Heritage of Humanity. It was actually the same time as Belém Tower. We do have planned a few more World Heritage sites tomorrow. Batalha Monastery, for example. Not far from here, Bína Palace, and actually all Sintra classified as World Heritage sites. So we don't really have to drive that much. 1 hour, 1 hour and a half driving, we can easily reach 5 different monuments.
I was surprised today to go from Lisbon to Sintra, and it just only took us less than 1 hour really by the car. So it's quite amazing that you can commute in the whole country like that. I'm honestly speechless. Thank you so much. Mucho obrigado. And I still gonna go to Nazareth tomorrow, but it was amazing being with you. Irmão.
Thank you very much for everything.
Melhores.